Hello guys, and in this video I'll be doing a bit of a comparison between the Vallejo ground texture acrylic snow and Valhallan blizzard. And I guess I'll throw in the GW snow effect to compare it as well. But on my right here is the Vallejo snow effect. And it's just straight on top of a base, and the base had like normal base color, and just knocking stuff all over, and that's how it looks. While the Valhallan blizzard looks like this. And in real life, when looking at them, the Valhallan blizzard is, to me, looks, oh yeah, you can really tell the difference, I guess, right here. It looks a lot more like snow. I'm sure if you probably need to put like some stuff on top of this. Maybe in like short amounts, this might be good as snow. But when just looking at them straight up like this, I do think just straight out of pot, the GW one is better. But then we talk about price. I mean, the amount that I paid for this, I could buy 2.5 of this. So for 50 milliliters of Valhallan Blizzard, I could get 200 milliliters. No, this 75, right? Because these are like, how much are these each? Let's see, 24, yeah. So around 2.5 of these. So around, how much is that? Yeah, around 60, let's say 65 milliliters. I got 200 milliliters of this thing. So I'm still going to use this on most of just the small models basis. I'm not going to use what's called snow on all their bases. This is just a test model for my army on how I want to paint them, and it's not done yet. I'm still experimenting. But I mean, it covers very well over straight black. This one didn't really have like a complete straight black. It had a few, like light grays over it, which gives it an advantage actually in looking whiter, but it still doesn't look as white as the GW one. But this one has another purpose as well than just snow. And I do think I can make it look good if you put some gloss and stuff on that. So I think this is very workable snow. But on my what are they called? Seraphon or Lizardmen. I plan on doing jungle bases. And this right here is, oh, it doesn't matter, it's some type of GW texture paint. But it looks very similar when you look at that to those paints right there. I think, and since I'm gonna paint the bases anyways, a good way to use that up, because that this is not this right here. This white right here is the old GW snow, and if we compare the old GW snow to the Vallejo one, then I mean the Vallejo one is better in color, but I would say texturally they're pretty much the same. Which is a good thing, since I used, some texture paint right here. Let's see, Sterling Mud on this base. And you have to use a lot. So that's gonna be expensive here to just use GW. So I can use this, because this is way more than my Daughters of Cain army is going to need, and it can also be used for my Seraphon army, and I will still probably have a lot left. So yeah. Also one thing I didn't mention is like the texture This to me seems a lot more like fluffy snow, in not only in how you spread it out, but also how it ends up looking. It looks like fluffy snow, while this one looks more like compacted snow. So yeah, and when it comes to putting them on bases, I do think this one is easier to spread out and manipulate than this. This feels a lot like these paints, you know. I don't know, I assume they're probably pretty much almost the exact same as this one, just a lot cheaper per volume. So yeah, that is my review of this review, I guess, comparison. Not as good as the Citadel one, but I think it has a lot more uses. Like, for example, I wouldn't be able to use this on my Seraphon bases, because even if you were to paint it, it's not going to look like, you know, anything other than different colored snow effects. I think and also the way that it feels a lot like how you would. Well, it doesn't feel like, you know, fluffy snow. But still, it looks like it.